the pilgrimage. If you can hear this, you are still alive.
Welcome back to the front lines. This is the Pilgrimage, where we talk about everything Trench Crusade. I'm your host Gunnar, and I'm joined by my co-host Chance. Once again, how you doing, Chance?
Hey, Gunnar. Doing pretty good, all things considering. The trenches haven't eaten me alive yet, so that's great.
Yet.
Yet. Yeah, of course, yet.
Because they are alive.
Yeah, I mean, in their own way, aren't they?
Literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
No, they're alive. We're back again.
Part 2.
To do the second part of our Warband watch of the Iron Sultanate. Because they're so awesome that they need 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So be sure to join the Discord, listen to us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon. Follow us at Blue Sky Social. We have a little bit of news, actually, with the short time that we've recorded. Trench Crusade is launching their first official painting competition, the Crimson Chalice.
Ooh.
I like that. It's like, okay, you guys have your demon sword. Well, we have our Crimson Chalice.
Yeah.
They had to make it like an item.
Yep.
But competition is going to be held at Spiel Essen 2026, which
That's
is
awesome.
in Germany.
Yeah.
They said like, it's like, how do we join or how do you submit? It didn't seem super clear about like if you can just like submit entries over like the web, but I doubt it. It's probably all in person.
It likely is in person, yeah, because otherwise the judges couldn't get a good view. Yeah. They might have online entries like as a side thing, maybe.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
What was neat is that they have categories just like any like Warhammer event that you go to, where it's like large model, small model,
right,
narrative, but then they have a open category which you can use any model that you want.
Oh, really?
Whether it's other artists, your own creation. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Because anytime you would get like Golden Demon or, you know, like it's all, you have to use, you know, Games Workshop.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
License model.
Wow.
And there's like big controversy about people like doing a Games Workshop model, but it was like rendered and printed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's that one artist with the vampire that was like standing on the branch.
Right. Yeah. The mirrored one.
And then the mirrored one, and then the armor was underneath that without. Yeah. So he needed to like render that perfectly that you could create the illusion. But then people were like, well, that's not like a Games Workshop model. It's like, okay. Even though it is like, it's literally, it's just, the pose had to be perfect. So it needed to be a little different, but meh. I like that they're doing that. They're just like, oh yeah, you can, there's this separate category you can enter and just put in whatever you want.
Yeah. The open category can be entered with any Trench Crusade miniature, whether it be an official Trench Crusade offering, a proxy made by another sculptor, or even something you created yourself. Fantastic.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Trench Crusade is hiring another miniature designer.
Nice.
Maybe you should throw your hat in that, Chance.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people really will love the stick figures.
With all that miniature designing that you've done in the past.
Exactly, yeah.
I think there could be a lot of, I don't know if there'd be like you need to be over like in Europe to apply for this, but I'm sure you could do this as like an online thing.
Probably, yeah. You could do that local, and
Yeah, and there's so many designers out there now doing all that LSTL stuff, but I guess since they're going away from STL, you probably have to have a bit of chops to like create miniatures that are, could be put on a sprue and put together that way.
Yep.
I actually don't know that though. Is the Prussian Warband like a GW sprue where it's like a puzzle piece, or are they just all one kind of whole figure on a sprue that you just cut out, put on a base?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. I feel like, they would be like your torso, swappable head, swappable arms, maybe. I feel like it would be. I don't know how they did it, so maybe I shouldn't even speculate. But
I was trying to just go and see if they had like an image of the sprue or not, but no, they don't have that.
Yeah, someone comment.
Yeah.
And tell if you have got one from like a store. What's it like? Is it like a GW puzzle piece, or is it like the old GW style where
it's just the mini and slotted into a base sort of thing?
Yeah, and then you put whatever arms you want and stuff on it. I feel like a lot of people would like that.
Mm-hmm. I think there's things for both sides.
Yeah, I actually don't mind the puzzle piece stuff so much. Like, I kind of like that hobby aspect of it.
Yeah.
Until you get to the Silent King, and it's like it's a Herculean effort to put that thing together. But...
Yeah.
Last thing on the news is there's a living rules policy implemented, which just kind of gives a little bit of clarity and guideline about how they want to do all their rules changes, which I think is really good, because at least for now, they want to do it just April, October, so that, okay, I've learned the rules in April, at least, unless short of something big errata update that they need to do that's like because something's totally broken.
Yeah.
I should begin to like just use the rules from memory.
Yep.
Up until October, which I really like.
Yeah.
Because it seems like with other game sets, the
constantly
rules
shifting.
change so fast, like I can barely keep track of what's current and if I'm doing it right.
Yep.
Which annoys me just personally because I don't want to cheat my opponent.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I love cheating my opponents.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
There's one other, I'll let you guys can read through this. I don't want to go through it, but it's just a guideline kind of thing. But they made one statement at the very end here that is just interesting in the sense of what they had initially said was their goal as a game. I'll just read it. They said, our goal is to make Trench Crusade the best written and most balanced tabletop war game you can find. Which is good. I feel like that's super important. I like narrative. I like to do narrative things with the game that may not be totally balanced.
Oh, yeah.
But to get it as close to as possible just feels better, I think.
Oh, for sure.
But that's interesting because they were, at least initially, and I could have get this wrong, that they were all narrative, balance. They're making it balanced as they could, but really it's a narrative game.
There might not be some,
So them saying like, we want to be the best written and most balanced tabletop board game ever.
I think that's
seems like a slight shift from, we're just like a narrative fun game.
Yeah. And I think that is to do with the idea of how they're getting more into the competitive scene. And that's probably driven a lot by the community itself. The community generally would love a competitive style game, which is shown. So having those rules as balanced as possible is going to be something they have to strive for.
Yeah. I think Yeah. For it to be competitive, it needs to be balanced.
Yep.
And for it to be fun, I think it needs to be balanced.
Yep.
Because I like, getting my head smashed in as much as the next guy, but at least feeling like I'm in the fight is also cool too. Anywho, I think that's it for news. But
now the weather.
We'll get yes, it's raining blood.
All right, that's enough of that.
Now on to our featured story here. So we're going to get into the Iron Sultanate variants here. And these are cool. I think these might be my favorite. Well, the court has really cool variants, like, or is it, no, they just have like your different sins that you can be a part of. I don't know if they're actually variants.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But these are cool. Like, these are some of my favorite variants in the whole game. But we're going to start off with our Fidai of Alamut, the Cabal of Assassins.
The pact between the Iron Sultanate and the assassin fortress of Alamut ensures that the Sultan is served by the exquisitely skilled killers of the Old Man of the Mountain in exchange for independence of the assassin's domain. But though most outsiders knew the assassins through their service to the forces of the Iron Wall, sometimes during the dark night, small deadly bands move silently into the hellscape of No Man's Land. In deepest secrecy, Rashid al-Din Sinan, the undisputed ruler of Alamut, dispatches his hand-picked disciples on missions of his own, communicating their orders with no spoken words, signs, nor written messages, but talking directly to them in their dreams. What the purpose of such operations is, no one knows. These warbands are known as Fidai, which means sacrifice, dedicated to completing their mission and returning to the Alamut to receive rewards said to be able to match those of paradise itself. They are led by a master assassin, one of the deadly hands of Alamut, with 2 fully trained members of the order. A number of trainee acolytes will serve them during the mission, eager to prove their mettle and to be initiated into the Order of Assassins. Alamut is also a home to a renegade sect of Ismaili dervishes, warrior monks sworn to poverty and a lethal way of fighting. They accompany the assassins on their secret missions as an act of piety and payment for their shelter, and their whirling dance of death has been the end of many a disbeliever. Woof!
Very good lore.
Delicious.
Yeah. It's a little like like a cliche for like a cabal of assassins.
Sure,
like,
but there's a reason great. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, absolutely
not. So there's a couple of rules here for this for the cabal of assassins.
Yeah.
We'll just get into them here. You cannot include Yuzbashai or a Jabarian alchemist, or any Janissaries, Lions of Jabir or Brazen Bulls. So you get limited that way. But you do get the Art of Assassination, and each Sultanate assassin and Master Assassin in the Cabal of Assassins Warband can have the following additional abilities. You cannot give the same ability to more than one model. So we have Hallucinogen Disguise for 20 ducats. If this assassin is deployed using the Infiltrator keyword, it must be deployed at least 8 inches away from any enemy models, but you may ignore any and all other restrictions that apply to deploying an Infiltrator. For example, the model can be deployed in the line of sight of any enemy model. Enemy guard dogs do not affect how this is deployed, and so on. So that's cool.
Absolutely.
You can negate rules and just put them on the table.
Yeah.
I like that. You might get shot, but at least it doesn't hinder your infiltrator.
Well, yeah.
You can put on one of them the Mirage of Time, add -1 dice to the success roll for attacks that target this assassin.
Yep.
I love those rolls that is just a like added -1 either to hit or to injure.
Yeah.
Against the models, like for the Black Rail.
Yep.
Having that just across all your models. Oh, that's
real
so
good. Yep.
You can give them secret paths. At the start of the game before deployment, you can say that this assassin is using secret paths. If you do so, the assassin is not deployed at the start of the game, but cannot be activated in the first turn. Starting from the second turn, you can activate the assassin using the secret paths. To do so, deploy the assassin in contact with any edge of the battlefield and more than 8 inches away from all enemy models. You can then carry on with the rest of the activation normally. Seems decent.
Yep.
Especially for like objective control.
Oh, yeah.
What I like, I don't know, have they changed this in 40K where if you come in on the battlefield edge, that counts as your movement?
Yeah, that's still that way. If I'm remembering correctly. Yep. You can
so I
charge.
I like that you can
you
do everything. Like you come in, boom.
Yeah.
I can move, I can charge, or I dash and charge. So
yeah,
a little bit more flexibility.
A little bit less dangerous too. Yeah.
Yeah. You can give them the Thunderbolt of Alamut. Add 2 inches to this assassin's movement characteristic and add 1 dice to the risky success roll when the assassin takes the dash action.
Perfect.
Very, very good.
Yep.
Assassin Acolytes, up to 3 Azeb models in the Fidai of Alamut Warband can be given the Infiltrator keyword at the cost of 10 ducats each. Very, very good.
Oh, yeah.
But on Azebs, though, so there's play.
Oh, yeah.
It makes the Azebs like way, way better. But
yep.
Dervishes, Assassin Warband can include 0 to 4 dervishes. The dervishes use the Janissary Warband entry, but cannot wear reinforced armor, and replace the strong keyword with the ignore offhand weapon keyword and the whirling dervish ability. That ability reads, the ritual dance of these dervishes is hypnotic and to witness, and it is as graceful as it is deadly. Add -1 to the success rolls for range attacks that target a dervish. Add -1 dice to the success rolls. Yeah. -1 dice to hit from range.
Because they're spinning around and it's so,
Yep.
hypnotic. I love it.
That's super good.
Yep.
I think I would give up, the Janissary strong for all of this.
Oh, yeah. Ignore offhand.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
But I think, what is it? You can only take, I think you can take 6 Janissaries in a regular.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But you can only take 4. Yeah. So
there's a trade-off, yeah.
A little bit of a trade-off.
But it's a balance. I mean, I think having that, because it's an extra weapon essentially, right? For the offhand.
Yeah.
Correct? Yeah. And that whirling dervish is pretty sweet. I think it's worth giving up 2 Janissaries overall.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think yeah, it's very good. So those are the, okay, sorry. So the last, at least the Art of Assassination abilities ended with the, I guess it kind of ended with that, yeah. But now we get into like the abilities of the actual warband. They have Flock of Assassins. The Fidalia of Alamut can take 0 to 2 Sultanate assassins and 1 Master Assassin. They also have Killing Squad. The Warband can take 1 fire team consisting of 2 models from the Warband. So getting, and that's at no additional cost. Mm-hmm. So getting fire team in your assassins, yeah, muy bueno. You also have your Master Assassin. The Master Assassin uses the Sultanate Assassin Warband entry, except has the tough keyword, cost of 95 ducats.
Nice.
So just a little tougher.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Now we have our special equipment for this warband specifically. We have the Golden Kanjar.
Placed on a hand of an especially favored killer by the old man of the mountain himself, these wickedly curved daggers gleam as if they were made of gold, but instead they are crystallized poison and allow their wielder to attack twice in the same instance of time. Only the master of Alamut himself knows the secret of making these blades. Just crystallized poison for a knife, it's fine.
Very cool. One-handed, melee +1 injury modifier. It has the attack twice rule, where you can make 2 melee attacks with this weapon, one after the other. Mm-hmm. When it is used as a melee weapon, note that you can spend blood markers to modify the injury rolls for one attack. They do not modify injury rolls for any subsequent attacks.
So you'd have to use more blood markers on a second attack sort of thing if you wanted to do that.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Like it says that if you can use blood markers to modify the first attack, if you wanted to, you could do it for the second attack, correct? For the second, subsequent ones? Or does it just not?
You can do it just for one of your attacks.
Gotcha, yeah. So it wouldn't function like that. Okay.
So you could do it on the second one, just not both.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm reading that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep, gotcha.
Makes sense.
Yep.
But so now, when I was talking about before with the assassin, I would just put a big 2-handed weapon on him.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see myself using this thing.
Yeah.
For your assassin.
Oh yeah.
Because you would come in, do 2 attacks, then you do your time warp ability, go to another creature, do 2 attacks there. You're doing 4 attacks a turn as long as 2 things are within range.
Yeah, exactly. Disgusting.
I like this. Yeah. Next we have the Bow of Alamut.
This terrifying double-stringed bow shoots its deadly barbs through both time and space. Its arrows can reach impossible distances and pass through armor by flickering through time. It leaves behind a temporal slipstream that the assassin can travel through in an eye blink. Made from wood taken from trees planted in the skulls of ancient assassins in the Garden of Alamut so that they might absorb mystic powers of their former owners, these bows are some of the greatest treasures of the Old Man of the Mountain, for it is said that now only 6 remain in his secret armories. Yeah, just leave behind a slipstream that you can just hop through in space and time. Typical bow stuff, really.
These guys have some of the coolest
lore. Absolutely, they do.
So, outrageously good.
What do you got for stuff, Black Grail? Oh, we just shoot like a poo gun.
Soon to be poo.
Yeah.
Soon to be poo gun. Yeah. It just makes me want to get this Warband.
Absolutely.
So much. It's a 2-handed 40-inch range, ignores armor, critical weapon. A lot there. 20-inch threat range with no negatives. It has the ability Temporal Slipstream. If a range attack made with this weapon causes any blood markers, to be placed on the target model, you can immediately redeploy the attacking model within 1 inch of the target model, regardless of the distance or any intervening obstacles. Note that the attack takes the target out of action, no blood markers are placed, and this ability cannot be used.
Don't use it for like a killing blow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with ignore armor, critical 40-inch range, you're probably going to kill some things. Yeah, this is
it's pretty cool.
This is super cool.
Yep.
So if I'm getting this right, you can use a bow of Alamut, hit them super freaking hard, teleport to them, use your attack with your poison blade, use it twice, and then you can use your temporal assassin ability, or can you do that?
I think
because you'd have to charge.
It's immediately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Does the bow have? The bow doesn't have a. Oh, but you're within 1 inch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can just attack anyway.
Yeah, you would get put right into engagement.
You just couldn't charge.
Yeah.
But you don't need to charge because you're within 1.
Yeah. You're already in attacking range. Shoot the bow, zip in, do melee attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Ugh. Good luck to anyone facing that.
Yeah, that seems really good.
Yeah.
Hashashin leaf.
These leaves from the secret garden of Alamut enhance the strength of anyone who eats them threefold. Once the effect wears off, the subject will suffer from agonizing muscle tears and ripping of ligaments. But many of the Order of Assassins feel that this is a small price to pay for being able to use deadlier weapons. It's fine.
As long as it becomes more deadly, who cares? Yeah. I'm sorry if I got like super loud there before, but I was like getting so into this that like I started moving closer and closer to my mic. So sorry about that.
Don't worry, I'll edit that.
All right, so with this leaf, you get enhanced strength. When you deploy a model with the Hashashin leaf for the first time in a game, you can say that the model will consume the leaf. If you do so, the model has strong keyword for the rest of the game. So
where's the suffering?
Bad.
Where's the suffering?
It's internal.
It's later.
I don't know. Yeah. You lose it.
Yeah.
That's the suffering. You lose your ducats.
All right, fair enough, yeah.
All right, that's the assassins. So if you think that's all worth it to lose your bulls and lions,
I'd do assassins for sure.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
just for the cool factor of it, I would do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if I would put like everything on one assassin or just split it up. Probably would split it up, but maybe. Bow and the golden Kanjar seems really good together.
Seems real dangerous, yeah.
But yeah. All right. We have our House of Wisdom. The it's like the alchemists for the Iron Sultanate.
Read in the name of thy Lord and Cherisher, who created man out of clot and of congealed blood. Proclaim, and thy Lord is most bountiful. He who taught the pen, taught man that which he knew not. Surah 96. The House of Wisdom is the preeminent center of learning within the Iron Sultanate. Its libraries, workshops, forges, gardens of exotic and wondrous plants, hospitals, and observatories are unmatched. Within its halls are mechanical marvels and weapons from far-off lands, as well as trophies captured by the Sultan's forces and brought to be examined by the learned scholars of the House of Wisdom. In its laboratories guarded by the faithful Kavas, the Jabirian alchemists dissect and study the war beasts of Shaitan so their weakness can be laid bare and exploited by the believers. At such times, their roars of rage and pain echo through the porphyry corridors of the house. To maintain a degree of independence, regardless of the royal funding, the House of Wisdom performs many services for the Sultan's armies. Their best alchemists work with the Sultanate foundries where the great cannons of the Iron Wall are cast. Taquin creations are provided to bolster the army of those who believe, as are the suits of armor and alchemical ammunition. The House of Wisdom also maintains that the Sultanate fleet of airships, which both guard the realms of those who believe against enemy air forces and maintain vigil over lands of under darkness. They make regular excursions deep into enemy territory to witness whether the Great Sandstorm still covers the two holy places, reporting any news back to the Sultan. In exchange, the masters of the House of Wisdom have freedom to dispatch their own excursions and expeditions into the lands beyond the wall, to seek tomes of knowledge lost in the dark and terrible days when the forces of Jahannam overran much of the Levant and great cities fell like blossoms of a jasmine flower in fiery heat. Sometimes they are journeys to capture an especially ferocious beast of the enemy. At other times, they seek to capture or kill heretic alchemists, which they see as both an offense to their craft and a threat to the entire world.
A lot there.
There's so much there. They're a busy body. Yep.
Yeah. I think this is freaking awesome that the assassins are.
These guys are cool.
I think I would do these guys, but
so we're both gonna go these guys now.
Both do. Yeah, we'll both do.
I'll do assassins.
Iron Sultanate.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be a 2-for-1.
Yeah, a little twofold. Yeah.
I really love the quote at the beginning of that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's very, very nice. All right, so we got rules for these guys. A House of Wisdom warband must include 1 to 2 Jabirian alchemists. In addition, alchemist armor in a House of Wisdom warband has a limit of 2. So now you can strap 2 of these bad boys to your alchemists. Kavasas. They are sworn guardians of the House of Wisdom. You can change the melee characteristic of up to 3 Azebs in the House of Wisdom warband from -1 to just +0 at the cost of 5 ducats each. However, you cannot give these Azebs the skirmisher keyword. I think that's super worth it.
I think so, yeah. For
From
5 ducats, yeah.
Just -1 dice base to just being like even is so big.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, plus dice is always like, oh, that's nice, but not having any minus dice is
getting rid of the
like
negatives,
a huge deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's huge. And not having skirmisher, like, I want my guys to be in melee now. So,
yeah.
Noble Guardians, House of Wisdom can include 0 to 2 Ferris. The Ferris use the Janissary warband entry, but have the elite keyword at no additional cost in ducats. I think, unlike the... So you basically can upgrade 2 Janissary
to these guys, yeah.
To these.
For free.
But you can still have 4 other Janissaries in this warband, because you're not...
It's 6 total, so yeah, you'd upgrade 2 to this and then still have the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Oh, Private Venture. A House of Wisdom warband cannot include...
never mind.
Yeah. Yuzbashai, Janissary, or Sultanate Assassins.
All right.
So, all right. So you only get 2 Janissaries, which is... That's pretty hindering, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Because you get the Pride of Jabir. House of Wisdom warband can include 0 to 3 Lions of Jabir.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Secrets of the House of Wisdom. Each Jabarian alchemist in the House of Wisdom Warband can have one of the following abilities at the cost indicated below. You cannot give the same ability more than one bottle. So it's the same thing as the assassins, where they have their assassin abilities. Now you have your alchemist abilities.
Yeah.
There is... this is so interesting, because in the assassin warband, or I should say variant, in the assassin warband variant, it says that like you can't take Yuzbashai. Like in both of them, you can't take a Yuzbashai.
Yeah.
But at least in the assassin one, it says that, or does it say that? No, it did say you have to take. Did it?
Like you're talking about the clan of assassins at the Cabal? Yeah, you cannot include a Yuzbashai, a Jabarian alchemist, any Janissaries, and lines of Jabir or Brazen Bulls. You don't get anything.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Okay, sorry. I thought they had rules in there that you have to take like a master assassin, or you have to take an alchemist to be your leader.
Oh, I don't know. If
I guess it is one. It says 1 to 2 Jabarian alchemists, so you do at least have to have one.
And then for the master assassin, you must include one.
Yeah, so that'll be your
leader, dude. Yeah,
leader. But they don't have, because you have like leader keyword.
Mm-hmm.
Which I wonder if you probably get it somehow, somewhere along the line. Because I think it makes a difference for like your campaign stuff, but we'll see. Anyway, so back to the alchemist abilities. You can take a Taquin homunculus, and the House of Wisdom can include 1 Taquin homunculus for each alchemist in the warband. Each homunculus must be associated with an alchemist when it is added to the warband. Alchemists can only have a single homunculus associated with it, and vice versa. Homunculus associated alchemist is killed during the campaign. It cannot be deployed during a game. Its battle kit cannot be changed, and no alchemical formulas can be applied to it. If you add a new alchemist to your warband and it has any unassociated homunculi, you must associate one of them with the new alchemist. Okay, so you don't lose your homunculus if you're like paying for things.
Hardcore buddy system
on it. So when you create a starting warband, you can purchase 1 piece of battle kit from the new Antioch Armory and 1 piece of battle kit from the Trench Pilgrims Armory. Any stipulations that apply to it are followed. You can repurchase the battle kit later during the campaign if lost for any reason.
Just taking what they kill.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's super cool. So you can basically create, let me just make sure I'm getting that right, actually. The Jabarian Alchemist can take abilities like the Assassin. They have their own special abilities that they can take. Like they can take this medicine ability, which basically they can remove blood markers. They can take cartography, which gives them infiltrator. They can take different, like a Taquin ability, chemistry and alchemy. And then they can take philosophy, poetry, theology, and all of these have different abilities that you can adjust your alchemists with.
Oh, okay.
I just not going to go over them piece by piece, because honestly, like there's so much. With now you have those abilities.
Yeah.
Now your Taquin homunculi also have their own full
Set of
set of
abilities.
abilities that you would pay for them too.
You got to really know how to build your.
Yeah. But I will talk about the Tarquin homunculus though. They cost 40 ducats. Yeah, there's a little bit of lore there.
Tarquin homunculi can take almost any shape, and their sizes can range from a tiny imp to a towering colossus of 15 feet tall or more, depending on the skills and the needs of the alchemist that created them. Often their existence is a harsh one. Even death does not release them from servitude, as they can simply be repaired and reanimated. Some, with sufficient intelligence, take a philosophical stance and find fulfillment in their service to a greater cause. Fair enough.
I love like the sentient homunculi just running around the battlefield. They're just
that's awesome.
Taking philosophical stances.
There is better things we use time for. No.
Is it ethical to smash his brains in?
I don't know why. I just picture like the Beauty and the Beast, the big walking like closet. I don't know why that's what I'm picturing, but that's 100% what I'm picturing.
It's kind of like homunculus.
It's close.
I picture homunculi to be like more fleshy.
100%. I know that's what it is, but I just pictured.
But whatever. Things that you can include on your homunculi are like an additional arm, elemental resistance, gargantuan size. You can give them hawk eyes or human hands, because those are fun. Inhuman strength, massive size, regenerative tissue, speed, terrifying appearance, giving them fear, 2 heads. You can also give them wings. So that I could go through all of those, but man, it would be here for a while. But that is super cool. Like you can deck out your alchemist, you can deck out the homunculi. That's really good.
And every one of these does cost something, though, correct?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be
spending a lot of
the price.
Yeah.
But you can't like buy anything else. Like you can't buy assassins, you can't buy, so may as well spend it somewhere.
Yeah.
But now we get to the special armory for the House of Wisdom, and we have some cool stuff in here. We have the Elixir of Al-Qadir.
An extraordinary creation of the House of Wisdom. It is said that within its gardens is the hidden fountain of life that is used as an ingredient of this powerful alchemical formula.
So it has the fountain of life rule, where deploying a model with the Elixir of Al-Qadir for the first time in a game, you can say that the model will consume the elixir, and if you do, the model has the tough keyword for the rest of the game. The elixir cannot be used by models with the artificial keyword, so not putting them on your Tarquin.
Yep.
But putting it on your Warband alchemist, it would have been nice, to give just like the assassin variant Warband, where the master assassin just gets tough.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if you had like a senior alchemist gets tough, but
right.
Easy enough to put it on him.
Yep.
It is going to cost you 10 ducats.
Okay.
And you'll have to pay for that every time you battle.
Yeah, fair.
But I think it's worth it for sure. Now we have our fire shield.
An invention of the Al-Jazari School of Engineering within the House of Wisdom, this shield is treated with an alchemical formula, making it highly resistant to fire weapons. It has proven its value in many desperate battles against the flame-wielding heretics.
-1 injury modifier, negate fire. Add -1 injury dice to injury rolls for attacks with the fire keyword that targets a model with the fire shield. even if the attacking weapon has the ignore armor keyword. So you can put on your fire shield, and then your alchemist armor also has, so that has a -2 injury modifier, but negate fire, negate gas.
Mm-hmm.
Protection from harm, add -1 injury dice for injury rolls made for fire or gas keywords, so you can basically double up.
Yep.
So you're getting attacked by the stupid Court of the Seven with
basically
all the
anything
fire.
from hell.
Yeah, and now I was saying, oh yeah, a -2 dice
Oof.
against your fire stuff.
Gross.
Very tanky.
Mm-hmm.
And that leads us into our last variant, the Defenders of the Iron Wall.
Since assuming the throne in the year 1902, Sultan Malik, affectionately nicknamed the Lion Padishah by his troops, has demonstrated a more aggressive policy in the waging the Great War. Though the Iron Wall endures continuous attacks as the forces of Shaitan ceaselessly test the believers' defense, the Sultan refuses to engage in a war of mere resistance. The Sultanate has never relinquished its claim to the formerly Muslim lands lost to the heretics, and as a result, regular troops are now deployed on offensive missions far more frequently than in the past, hardening raw recruits into veterans. When the defenders of the Iron Wall advance into no man's land, they employ their unique art of war with precision. All warriors have been drilled relentlessly in marksmanship that takes advantage of elevated positions and using siege jezzails in two-man teams. These skills are honed into perfection, and it is almost impossible to dislodge these troops from a well-prepared high ground. Mighty brazen bulls form linchpin of defense in close quarters and can push back even the greatest of enemy champions. The core of any such warband is often formed around the Sultanate sappers, expert at demolition and mine setting, and veterans of the bitter battles above and below the wall. They are superb in the transportation and use of field artillery, erecting defensive positions at a speed that borders on supernatural. Their explosive charges disrupt enemy advances, whittling down attackers long before they reach the lines of Sultanate defenders, who wait to dispatch those remaining with ruthless efficiency. Woo, those guys are. Yeah, I like the imagery of this one. Just waiting at the wall and taking down anything that comes forward.
Yeah. The defense specialists.
Absolutely, yeah.
The rules for them now: far from the sublime gate. A defenders of the Iron Wall warband cannot take any Lions of Jabir, Yezbashai, or assassins, and models in the warband cannot have the Cloak of Alamut or the Wind Amulet. So that's kind of, you get hindered a little bit here.
Yep.
But we'll see what they get. Grand Cannons. The Defenders of the Iron Wall warband can include 0 to 2 Sultanate Grand Cannons at the cost of 60 ducats each. When a Grand Cannon is added to a Defender of the Iron Wall warband, it must either be given to a Brazen Bull that is already part of the warband or added to the armory of the warband's roster sheet as a Grand Cannon gun battery. No more than one Grand Cannon can be given to a Brazen Bull model, and a warband cannot have more than 2 Grand Cannons in total. So, yeah. These Grand Cannons are probably going to be pretty good. We'll take a look at them here soon. Yeah. But it's kind of neat that you can use it as a gun battery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Janissary officers. Defenders of the Iron Wall warband can have 0 to 2 Janissaries, which have the elite keyword and no additional cost in ducats. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
And unlike last time, you can actually you can take 2 Janissaries that are elite, and then you can have 4 more
that are
that you would add in. That you could still have.
So you can still have the full 6, yeah.
Marksmanship of the Iron Wall. All members of the Warband practice marksmanship from dizzying heights of the Iron Wall against targets on the ground below. Add +2 dice instead of +1 dice to the success roll for range attacks made by models and defenders of the Iron Wall Warband when they have the elevated position modifier. That's very good.
Yep.
Get
up on those walls and buildings.
Yeah, I think it's very thematic and a very good rule.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like rules that are dependent on terrain.
Yeah. It makes it tough. Yep.
You should be using elevated terrain in your games, but sometimes, people just have an open with some obstacles, and you might not get to use this rule, which is kind of annoying, but
that would be super unfortunate for sure. Yeah.
Just, bring some towers with you when you go to your games and ask if someone
always have them.
Place them. That was that one. And then Sapper's Core. The standard divisions assigned to the Iron Wall have double strength Sapper detachments. Defenders of the Iron Wall band can have 0 to 4 Sultanate Sappers. That's pretty good.
Yep.
I do like the Sappers. Having a lot of those is really nice. So this is shaping up to be a very defensive.
Absolutely.
As it would be thematically, because you could get your Sappers out in front. You could basically litter the terrain with mines. Anything that comes up,
bam, bam, bam.
It's going to be trouble.
Yep.
Yeah. Siege Jezzel teams. Defenders are trained to use Siege Jezzels in pairs. Add +1 dice to the success rolls for range attacks made with a Siege Jezzel if there is a friendly model within 1 inch of the model making the attack.
Perfect.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
I like it. The only thing you got to watch out for is all of this, area attack stuff that can get you.
Yep.
Like an artillery witch. But good thing you got a bunch of Siege Jezzels to just take that bitch out.
Yep.
All right, we have Sildar. Am I saying that right? Sildar, yeah. The commanders of the Iron Wall units come with personal bodyguards of the Sultan known as Sildar. The defenders of the Iron Wall Warband must include 1 Sildar. The Sildar uses the Uzbashai Warband entry, except that it replaces the Mubarizan ability with the strong keyword. And they can have an Alabozyan from the Iron Sultanate Armory, and an Anquet Guard and explosive charges from the defenders of the Iron Wall Armory, at the indicated cost for each piece of the battle kit that is taken.
It's just a differentiated Uzbashai.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they lose for the strong? So they will get strong and they will lose the add -1 injury dice for attacks made against tough models.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. There are some pretty good strong weapons, so and you can, it's very beneficial to take, heavy with a strong, or heavy weapons with the strong models. So
might be worth.
Yeah, I do like the other rule though, but
against tough, yeah.
You're probably going to kill things just as easy with strong too, though. So
yeah,
we'll see. Then the last rule here, Sipai. The Sipai autocannon cavalry often serve as infantry in the Iron Wall's units to reinforce areas under severe pressure. The warband can include up to 1 Sipai automaton cavalry mercenary at the cost of 110 ducats. They use the mercenary entry for the Mamluk Ferris, but you cannot change their battle kit in any way.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Like you can get around
Automaton cavalry, sweet.
Yep. But instead of using glory points to buy your mercenary, you can just buy it with ducats, which I like.
Yep.
All right. Now for the good stuff. We have our special armory for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the Uncle Guard Sultanate Sappers only.
Shaped into the likeness of the wondrous Anka bird and created by the Imperial School of Military Engineering in association with the House of Wisdom, these movable defensive walls are lightweight and extraordinarily resistant to damage. Their resilience comes from a richly decorated ceramic layer on the outer surface and a secret compound of ceramic and alchemical steel at its core. Each unit can be carried into battle on a sapper's back. With the press of a single button, the guard spreads its wings wide, revealing a face of a beautiful yet terrifying countenance.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah. So is this how you get height no matter what?
Ankle guard is represented by a model of a shield that is about 1 inch high and which is mounted on a 40 millimeter base. So, no?
Nope.
Pre-battle deployment at the start of the game. After deployment, you could say that a model that has the Anka guard is going to deploy it. If you do so, deploy it anywhere wholly within your deployment zone. Combat deployment action. A model that has the guard can take combat deployment action. If they do, it's a risky success roll. Add +2 dice to the roll. And if it is a success, you can deploy the anchor guard within 1 inch of the model. And it's just mobile cover. Once it is deployed, it is treated as a piece of impassable terrain and can serve as cover or defended obstacle. That's cool.
Big shields, yeah.
You just drop cover wherever you want it.
Yep.
And it just sits there.
Can be handy. Especially if the terrain's laid out, like if it's too open for them, then these guys can just lay those big shields down and they're good to go.
They also have Banner of the Desert Wind.
The alchemical compounds woven into this banner attract desert winds that make it impossible for flying machines or winged creatures to overcome the iron wall.
So this is held, and it has the leader keyword. So Sandstorm is the rule for it. Subtract 1 from the movement characteristic of enemy models within 24 inches of a model with the desert Banner of the Desert Wind. Unless the model is carrying what the Banner of the Desert Wind is down. So less movement is really good.
Yep.
I like the theme of that too.
Yeah.
It just creates this, big dust storm. Explosive charges. Consumable, Silidar, and Sultanate. Hidden explosives. At the start of the game, after deployment, you can say a model that is an explosive charge is going to plant them on the battlefield. If you do so, secretly write down their location on a piece of paper.
Sweet.
The explosive charges must be planted on a piece of terrain that measures up to 8 by 8, is not fully or partially within the enemy deployment zone, or within 1 inch of a model, and which is not scenario objective that is worth any victory points. Oh man, that's a lot of rules for...
It blows up.
Yeah. I just mean, there's a lot of stipulation.
These guys, this whole army is a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah. I just, I want to get this charge out, but I can only put it on 8x8 terrain and
up to 8x8. So I mean, it's mostly you're not gonna put it on a big guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Having
it
played,
has to be kind of in the neutral territory, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah,
it would be fine.
Having played the 40k Gene Stealer cults with the old rules of the guy that would place bombs on places, I like it. I love it. I'm into it.
Fair enough. Also, they're like, you secretly write down their location on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's a little janky, but
oh, I love it. Give me those secret pieces of paper that tell me that you're gonna explode. And now you've drawn my trap card.
All right. Counterspell. When you activate a friendly model before carrying out any actions, you can say that the model is going to detonate the high hidden explosives you had set up at the start of the game. If you do so, show your opponent the piece of paper saying that where the hidden explosives are hidden. And then make an injury roll with the shrapnel keyword for each model, friend or foe, that is in contact with the terrain piece. The terrain piece is then removed from the game. Models that were on top of the terrain piece fall directly down to the battlefield, and an additional injury roll is made for them if they fall 3 or more inches.
Nice kaboom, Wiley.
It's super cool. Like,
yeah.
Just blowing up giant terrain.
I like it.
All right, let's move on. Iron Wall Calcan. Brazen Bull only.
It is rare that even the greatest artillery bombardments manage to dent the invincible Iron Wall, but sometimes when the most powerful of enemy sorcerers enchant heretic artillery ammunitions, a sliver of the wall is splintered. Such shards and slivers of the divine metal are carefully gathered by the alchemists and incorporated into mighty shields to be used solely by the Brazen Bulls. Cover.
I wonder if like the lore behind that is just like, how propagandic is that? It's like, even it's like, but sometimes we'll be hit by the most powerful of heretic weaponry, and it only splinters our wall.
We
even
take
the
that
slightest.
splinter and we put that into another box, and then that box gets mailed to us. Yeah, it's 100% propaganda.
It has the ability Othismos. When the Brazen Bull of this warband takes a move action and is in contact with one enemy model that is mounted on a base 40 mils or less, the Brazen Bull can use the Iron Wall to push the enemy model when it moves. The Brazen Bull must move in a straight line directly towards the enemy model. The enemy model is pushed in front of the Brazen Bull as the Brazen Bull moves along. The move can also be used to push a model off a terrain piece so it falls. If the move pushes the enemy model into contact with another model, both of the enemy model of the Brazen Bull must stop moving. Okay, so this army is starting to sound like it's like the Home Alone of variants.
Yep, yeah, sure.
You're Macaulay Culkin, and you're gonna do all these weird little gizmos and gadgets
to protect your home from the bad guys.
That's right.
Here comes the paint cans.
That'll explode if you're on terrain. All right, but we're all here for this. The Sultanate Grand Cannon.
Yeah. Mounted on the Great Iron Wall, these are the main artillery that the Sultanate produces, and in vast numbers. Normally fixed in place, a variant suited for the massive hands of the brazen bulls has been designed so that the living field of artillery of the Padishah can take on truly heavily armored enemies and vehicles.
One-handed, ranged 48, +2 injury dice. Heavy, ignores armor.
Oof. One-handed
that
ranged
thing
weapon.
Is gonna kill shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, holy shit. Brazen Bull Grand Cannon. Grand Cannon carried by a Brazen Bull is treated as one-handed ranged weapon that uses the profile above for all rules purposes. If it is removed from the Brazen Bull for any reason, or the Brazen Bull is removed from the Warband for any reason, the Grand Cannon is lost.
Just drops on the field and nobody else can pick it up, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these are like 60 ducats, right? So
that's a big cost loss. Yeah.
60 ducats, yeah. So, I mean, you're getting what you pay for, though. Like,
oh, yeah.
Holy moly. You can also deploy it as gun battery. Grand Cannon included in the armory.
So it gets its own base.
On a Warband roster, gun battery is mounted on a 50 millimeter base. It's deployed on the same way as a unit of Warband is deployed. After it's deployed, it's treated as a piece of impassable terrain and cannot be moved or attacked during the game. Oh, cannot be attacked during the game.
That's wild. Okay. All right. Yeah.
So just deploy them as gun batteries and keep your Brazen Bull as flame cannon and the MURD bombard.
Yeah.
When you fire them, each Grand Cannon weaponry battery can be used once per turn by a friendly model within 1 inch, as long as both the friendly model and the Grand Cannon are not within 1 inch of an enemy model. And then you cannot move. The friendly model couldn't have moved as part of the same activation. You take the shoot action and can use the Grand Cannon as a range weapon for the attack using the profile above. If the model is used by an alchemist, then its mastery of the elements ability will apply to the attack. Ooh.
Oh, that's spicy.
Jesus, that's even better. Okay.
Yeah.
That's super good.
Mm-hmm.
It's also unstoppable object. If a model that has been hit by a Sultanate Grand Cannon is not taken out of action by the injury roll, it is pushed d6 inches in a straight line directly away from the attacking model. The model stops if it is pushed into another model. Yeah.
It's just throwing things back. Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. Oh, hey. This variant seems good just to take that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd ever put it on a Brazen Bull.
Not when you can. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can only have one gun battery, can't you?
Can you only have one gun? Yeah, I think you're right.
Did I see that right?
When a Grand Cannon is added to the Fenrir Wall, it must either be given to a Brazen Bull or added to the armory.
Oh, no, yeah, you can have both as a gun battery.
You can just have 2 gun batteries.
Yeah, why would you not do that? Mm-hmm.
Well, I just would hate to lose it.
Right? Yeah. And then the ones that are on the ground are not attackable, and you're assumed to retrieve them at the end of the warband, at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So there's no threat of loss. I guess it's just the mobility idea that there's a little more angle you can get. I don't know. But is that worth it to potentially lose it completely?
Maybe. I guess at the end of a campaign, like, you could just throw it on.
Yeah.
Where you have lots of ducats, maybe.
Yeah.
But, But yeah, I think for just having fun, and I would probably just have the House of Wisdom variant warband. Just because I can make all these cool Talkwin creatures with different arms and heads and extra penises and wings.
Sweet.
But then if you're like gonna be try hard,
I think these defensive guys, yeah,
I think this is kind of the way to go. That gun, like getting 2 of those guns, just seems so good.
They seem gross. Yeah,
they'll just kill everything before it gets to you,
and if not, it's just going back into a wall somewhere
while you're just taking objectives in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Pushing them back with your cannons and brazen bull.
Yeah. Ugh. I mean, I'm still going assassins just because fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into any of these guys.
Listen. When I'm gonna get the resin printer.
Yep.
Then we're just
printing everything.
We'll just print a bunch of
just so many minis.
One of these and a warband, assassin warband, and then a alchemist warband.
Yeah. Done and done.
What do we call our day?
Let's see. STL files. How much are they? What are they?
I don't think they're that bad.
No. Yeah, $30.
But
for the
I feel
STLs.
like I'd be looking for, because you don't need any brazen bulls.
No, true. Yeah, I just need lots of assassins.
You need assassins.
Yeah.
And I can give you my assassin because
right.
I don't need the assassin.
Yeah.
Which is a little sad. I want to get assassin, but that's fine.
It's fine. You got a brazen bull that's gonna do the work. And do they have the gun things in here? No. The gun battery.
Gun things? Oh, I don't think so. But there's someone will pay STL for it.
Absolutely.
But.
Yeah.
Anywho, I think we've gone long enough. Holy moly, another hour session here.
Look at us just getting comfortable with doing this and just yapping on.
I don't know if that's comfortable, like if that's a good thing.
Yeah, I know. That's
people want to be listening to us for an hour every time.
Sorry, guys.
It's like 2-part series. These guys had a ton
just so
of rules,
much,
though. Holy
so much,
moly.
yeah.
But I guess we'll just wrap it up here, and we'll see you next month.
No, you're supposed to say the thing. You're supposed to say the thing.
No. I was saying the thing. But...
See you guys. See you.
I'm going to say the thing, but I'm just making sure you don't have anything else you want to say.
No, I'm good. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, here's the thing. Until next time, keep marching and don't shoot till you see the red of their eyes.